It's not hard. You know what you do? You listen to the American people and not wealthy campaign contributors.
Bernie Sanders' profile is rising again, and his populism is as pointed as ever.
What I and other progressives are trying to do is put together a movement which tells the billionaire class in this country, whose profits are soaring, who are getting richer and richer, you know what, you can't have it all. We need an economy that works for the middle class, the working class, the elderly, the children, not just the few on top.
Politically, the Democrat on top is President Joe Biden. But sources close to Sanders now confirm that if Biden decides not to run for re-election, Sanders will gear up a possible 2024 presidential campaign. Despite being 80 years old, Sanders appears to be in strong physical shape, as evidenced by this recent first pitch he threw at a minor league baseball game. And cognitively, even adversaries say that Sanders hasn't lost a thing, as he showed in this recent debate with Republican Senator Lindsey Graham.
Many of the Republicans that Senator Graham are asking you to vote for are maintaining that big lie. What does that mean? It goes beyond Trump. It goes beyond the 2020 election. It means what they are saying is the entire system, you can't trust anybody.
If the prospects of a third Sanders presidential run are increasing, it's because of President Biden.
Putin's kleptocracy, kleptocracy, and the guys who are the kleptocracy.
His verbal gaffes, low public approval ratings, and clear physical fragility have left Democrats nervous. Should Biden run in 2024? Asked the New York Times. Democratic whispers of no start to rise. In interviews, dozens of frustrated Democratic officials, members of Congress, and voters expressed doubts about the president's ability to rescue his reeling party and take the fight to Republicans.
We have a former president, his name is Donald Trump.
For his part, Sanders has repeatedly told reporters that Biden has his support if he seeks re-election. Quote, "I think Biden will probably run again, and if he runs again, I will support him." Still, the possibility that President Biden chooses not to run, perhaps if Democrats get crushed in the 2022 midterms, has sparked some contingency plans by Senator Sanders and others. Hello, everybody. I'm David Shuster, and thanks for joining us. To underscore Bernie Sanders' apparent frame of mind, his former campaign staff have been encouraged to be ready for another run and not dismiss the possibilities. Key staff are also not dismissing anything when asked by reporters. And again, these advisors, like Senator Sanders himself, are couching everything as contingent on President Biden. Still, the discussions on what a potential 2024 campaign might look like and how it could be organized and fueled have begun. To be clear, there are some former Sanders campaign staff who do not think he should run and believe his time has come and gone. However, Senator Sanders is keeping his options open, and he is not alone. Other Democrats have also begun preliminary talks with friends, advisors, and supporters. This appears to include California Governor Gavin Newsom, New Jersey Senator Cory Booker, Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren, and North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper. Democratic donors have repeatedly encouraged Cooper to consider a presidential bid, given his status as a Democratic governor in a red state. However, Cooper has also stated publicly he fully expects Joe Biden to run in 2024 and will support President Biden's re-election campaign. So if Biden does not run, the most intriguing Democratic candidate would arguably be Bernie Sanders. He raised the most money among Democrats in the 2020 primaries. His progressive policies, when spelled out for voters, have wide appeal, and Sanders' economic populism polls particularly well among independents and a significant chunk of Republican voters who supported Donald Trump. Finally, there is history. Sanders came close to winning the Democratic presidential nomination in 2020 before nearly every candidate in the Democratic primaries left the race just before Super Tuesday and threw their collective political weight, along with the weight of the party establishment, behind Joe Biden. Now, it seems Bernie Sanders has the enthusiasm and drive to try and sell progressive ideas again and reignite his movement. Bernie Sanders has long said that getting progressive things through Congress is going to require an energetic president, making the case tirelessly to the American people. Bernie Sanders doesn't seem tired these days, quite the opposite. The question for Sanders and everybody else in the Democratic Party is, what about President Biden? And at what point would Joe Biden be willing to let the Democratic 2024 presidential primaries move in a different direction than him and possibly feel the burn?